What's up, everyone? We're gonna be watching The Gym Doesn't Want You There, Planet Fitness, because low-key doesn't want me there, so.
The other day, and one of her errands was to go into this new gym in town and
Dang,
get a membership
Delulu.
because they had like tanning beds or massage beds or something that she wanted to use. And we went in, and immediately nothing made any sense whatsoever, and I rapidly became convinced that they were up to something. And I'm gonna figure out what it is. Today we're talking about Planet Fitness, okay? We all know what Planet Fitness is. We've all seen the memes on the internet. I'm not gonna waste time with the big intro. We're gonna get the ad out of the way, and then I'm gonna be unhinged the entire time. Let's get to the ad.
Delete me.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
You had to go to school and pay for my school.
Oh, if I say delete me, if you say delete me, I'll pay for your school?
Yep.
All right, sounds good. Good job. Oh. Finally. All right, you guys know the deal. Delete me. Online subscription model. You give them money every month. They turn around and make sure that data brokers on the internet aren't selling your personal information. What does this actually do in practice? It gets rid of your personal info isn't just mom's full name. Continue to monitor all paying me to talk about them, and I'm going to keep using them after they quit paying me to talk about them. If you want to give it a try, I'll have a link and a discount code down below. Let's get back to the video. All right, so here's what happened. I took my wife into Planet Fitness. We walk in immediately. I'm drawn to the fact that everything's hideous. It's Barney purple. It literally looks like the engineer from the McDonald's play place made a gym. So immediately in my head, I'm like, why on earth would you do this? And I'm like, oh, they probably bought it because nobody else was buying the Barney purple gym equipment. They probably got a really good deal on it at a steep discount, and that's why the membership's so cheap. That makes sense. Okay, moving on. Then I see like the 6-foot-tall poster on the wall of all the rules for the gym, and like some of them are like fine, like, you know, no grunting, which, you know, a little bit of grunting, fine, but if you're like screaming, obviously being annoying, I can see where that's an issue. No dropping the weights. Again, you drop a little bit of weight, not a big deal. You drop 600 pounds that you can barely lift. Yeah, you're being a dickhead. Like, I get that, but the rules get progressively more insane. Like, no bringing personal gym equipment. Like, I can't bring a jump rope to the gym. What are we talking about? No powerlifting. Again, what's the definition of powerlifting to these people? Because if you're not grunting and you're not dropping the weight, what's the issue with moving a lot of weight? Don't really understand. No 1-gallon jugs of water. What? Why do you care what I'm carrying water around in?
You'd keep your mouth shut if you knew it was good for you, buddy.
At this point, I become convinced that this is just an ugly-ass gym that's being run by somebody that runs an HOA as well. It's just somebody that's micromanaging the shit out of everybody else on the planet for no fucking reason. And then the kicker, no tank tops. Obviously, I'm out. I'm not going to a gym that doesn't support the Second Amendment, but, you know, whatever. This isn't for me. My wife wants to go here. I don't have to go here. It's fine. She can get the membership to use the tanning bed. Whatever. So after the tour, she goes...
This is going so fast. I mean, the rules haven't really affected me that much, but like I'm just kind of curious to see what else you gotta say, because like the tank top is great. I wonder how into the tank top stuff there really is, because like that stuff interesting to say the least. But yeah,
she fills out the paperwork. She, you know, checks the little box yes to agree to the contract, and then she hands the paperwork back to the clerk, and the clerk is like, okay, now we just need a blank check. And I'm like, I'm gonna pay with a credit card instead, and then you can just keep the credit card on file like, I don't know, every other business on the planet. At which point the clerk informs me, we don't take credit cards. We have to have a blank check. It's the only way we'll accept your membership. That's our policy.
What year is it?
Okay, immediately, I know what the issue is. I know why this policy exists, because I'm part owner of Pepperbox TV, which is a subscription-based streaming service. This is also a subscription-based business, and one of the biggest loss of subscriptions is when people like lose their credit card or debit card, and then they forget to resubscribe to your service, and that's how you lose a bunch of subscriptions.
Is this another ad he just did? Is this like another ad?
They're trying to avoid that by getting direct access to your bank account, because at the bottom of every check is your routing number and your checking account number. Okay, that makes sense. Pretty smart. The reason I don't do it and most other subscription services don't do it is because it's kind of a big ask from the customer to be like, hey, just give me all your banking information with direct access to your bank account and I'll be responsible with it, which is an even bigger...
Yeah, I hate the fact that Planet Fitness does that. Like, instead of just using a stick credit card, can I just use my credit card? That's why I have my mom do it for me. I'm like, I am not giving them my information. Third.
Ask when you're running a gym where everything is Barney purple.
Bro, what the fuck you mean, dog?
So obviously, I don't want to give them direct access to my bank account, but I want to be able to get this gym membership for my wife, so I offer a compromise, which is like, hey, I'm not going to give you access to my bank account, but I will pay for the entire 1-year membership up front right now, and we can just be done with it. Just take the cash. That's what you're after, right? Businesses are trying to make money. And the clerk is like, no. we have to have a blank check.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Okay, red alarms all over my head, like you have to have my banking information. Why? Okay, this entire time I was under the impression you guys were trying to get money, but apparently you're not trying to get money because I'm offering you money and you're saying, no, we won't accept that. We'll only accept your banking information. So you're not trying to get money. You're trying to get my personal banking information, which sounds like a fucking scam. I've got to figure out what's going on.
Hold.
Okay, so we leave, we go home, I start looking into it, nothing makes any sense. I knew Planet Fitness was big, but they are massive. They're way bigger than I would have ever thought. This company is valued at $7 billion.
Didn't Planet Fitness used to give people pizza too? Like, it was part of their tactic to give people pizza on, like, Fridays, because, you know, oh, we're gonna treat y'all, but the whole point of it was, like, you know, like, so they get fat. Like, like, you know, they're gaining the calories back that they're losing. So it's, like, low-key contradictory. Oh, yeah, so yeah, pizza relaxation. Yeah. I don't know if they still do it. My Planet Fitness is cheapo. They don't even have, like, people to help with what's it called? Their personal fitness trainers. So, like, you know, yeah, I don't know if every gym is different, so.
And they made $1.3 billion last year. Okay, but that's not the issue in that of itself. It's a big company. Yeah, like whatever, that's fine. But here's the kicker. They only have 2,722 locations, which is a lot, but it's not a lot when you realize they have 21 million members. That's more than 7,500 members per location. That shouldn't be possible.
You know why that is, though? It's because some people forget to cancel their membership, don't feel like doing the work. I literally had a friend who said, I have a Planet Fitness membership. I had it for like a year. I just haven't canceled it. I was like, why not? I don't feel like going inside to cancel it because you could only cancel it if you go inside. I was like, why don't you just do that? Honestly, it's just too much work. Like, I already have to work today and like to go out my way to cancel the membership. I mean, it's just $10 a month. It was kind of funny. It really is. It was kind of funny because, like, there's this other person, right? This other person who was like, oh my goodness, the gym is so much money. I was just like, yeah, because she had the black card. Um, I was just like, why? She's just like, I mean, you have to go to the gym, you have to work out at the gym. I was just like, kind of the point of the gym. And it's like, she only like going to the gym for like the massage chair. But like, that's a topic for itself. But anywho, she she didn't really like the gym itself. So I'm like, uh-huh. So like whenever we went to the gym, she only wanted to be there for the massage chair and then leave. And I was just like, bro, why did you have us go to this gym? Like, we would have to traverse very far for the gym to leave like 15 minutes later. I was like, nah, I'm staying. Like, and like, cause I'm like, you're not gonna waste my time when we were literally close to a gym, but you wanted to go 30 minutes away to a different gym because you decided, oh, well, I prefer this gym instead and have the black card to go to this gym and I want to use them just because this gym's too crowded. All because you don't want to work out. Oh my goodness, I'm getting triggered thinking about this conversation. Anywho, she didn't like the gym. Like, she didn't really like working out. Anywho, and I'm like, the whole point of us being at the gym is to work out. We're supposed to be working out. We need to work out. Anywho. Okay, I'm getting frustrated. Anywho. Needless to say, she wanted to cancel the membership. Had no problem buying pizza. Or something like that. Or spending money on delivery. It's like, oh yeah, I had a coupon for pizza. Or stuff like that. Delivery was only $7. I'm not a cheapo like you. Like a cheapo. I'm like a cheapo? He's like, yeah, I'm not cheap, but like, yeah. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, I was trying to help you. I literally did your accounts and stuff, you know, because accounting is money. I did it for free. Help you figure out your planning, your booking, and everything. But no, I'm a cheap. Okay, go choke on a wiener.
Doesn't add up. Okay, this is a 20,000 square foot facility which has a maximum capacity of 200, and maximum capacity isn't defined by this is how many people can be working out in the gym at one time efficiently. No, maximum capacity is determined by the fire marshal with like how many motherfuckers can we fit in this room without people dying in a fire trying to rush out. So at 7,500 members, if 1% of your members show up at any given time, which seems pretty likely, you're telling me that every piece of equipment in the gym would be taken up, and if 3 to 5% show up, there'd be so many people crammed in this gym that it would create a fire hazard, and somehow you're just operating away. And when I was in there in person, there was like 4 people there. What is going on? So I start scouring the internet like I'm trying to figure out what they're doing. Obviously, whatever they're doing is genius because they're making $1 billion a year on gym memberships that seemingly nobody's using, and then it dawns on me, oh, they sell gym memberships but don't actually want you to use the gym. It's genius. It defies all business 101 logic, but in this one particular instance, it's absolutely genius, right? Business 101, give the customer what they want. Every other gym on the planet has been built with, I'm building a gym, I'm gonna build a gym for people that go to the gym so they give me money. Planet Fitness didn't say that. Planet Fitness said, I'm gonna build a gym and find people to pay for it and then convince them not to use it. Because when you zoom out, what is a gym selling? A gym isn't selling an experience. A gym isn't selling a good time. Nobody goes to the gym because they like going to the gym because it's fun.
Wrong.
Buh, I know the comments are going to disagree, but ultimately, nobody starts working out because they're like, I just really want to pick something heavy up and put it down. No, you work out because you want to be in shape and fit and look good, and that is something that pretty much everybody wants to do.
We got a hosty?
That's not true. Some people...
W hosty. What the right? What? Huh? What? Who's the turd pinned at? You stick a wiener? Anywho, who hosted? Thank you, Hikari, for the hosty. Thinking the little, what the bingus? The little you wiener eater, banana liquor. Anywho, we're in the middle of reacting. Uncle, arigato. Chogi ne, está reacting algo ahora mismo que estaba oyendo algo de Planet Fitness. Ohio todo el mundo. Hikari, thank you for the hosty. Hope you're having a good one. Que yo estoy diciendo ahora mismo. Mira que yo estaba haciendo algo ahora mismo, que esto no es un buen tiempo. Mira que yo voy a coger mi chancla ahora mismo y cogerla a ti ahora mismo porque... Ay, mira, ay, nah. Julio, I'm so mad at you right now, Delulu. I'm almost thinking slap you with the wiener. Anywho.
People enjoy being in a bigger body.
The wheel host. Thank you so much, Hikari.
Because every pop star in the past decade that made their entire career on being big, but they're still hot and sexy, the millisecond Ozempic, aka the vaccine for being fat, came out. They all got on it, lost 100 pounds, and now their Instagram is full of nothing but them working out at the gym 24/7.
You know what, Delulu? I know you can understand what my chancla says. I will pull it out right now. You'll get it later though. Thinking, just watch it. So I thought the emote was so funny. You could pin my nuts. How about that? You gotta go sleep, have fun, Hikari. You take care, enjoy yourself. JL, thank you so much.
7. That's a fucking lie.
Did that go the way you thought it was gonna go?
Such cussing in this video.
And whoever runs Planet Fitness correctly saw this because they went, oh, our niche isn't meatheads that are in the gym all the time that are jacked and really big and strong.
On a wiener.
Our niche is everybody. But that 1% of the population that's already, you know, yoked up meatheads that are lifting in the gym all the time, they're already having their needs met by other gyms. So rather than opening up a gym and trying to compete for that 1%, what if we just opened up a gym and tried to take the other 99%? It's brilliant. Which raises the question, how do you market to these people? Because there's obviously a reason these people aren't going to the gym. We got to figure out what that reason is. And the biggest reason is they're intimidated or they don't know what to do. They've never worked out in their life. They walk into a gym, they see a bunch of big, tattooed, strong guys lifting up heavy weights, banging shit around, being loud. They get intimidated. They think this isn't the place for me. If I try to do what they're doing, I'm gonna look weak. I'm gonna look stupid. They're gonna have negative thoughts about me. Everybody's gonna be judging me, which is 99% of the time ridiculous. People at the gym will absolutely help you. The biggest, strongest dude in that gym is probably the nicest guy on the planet, but it's not the vibe they give off, so a lot of people get intimidated. And that is absolutely true. I've been coaching jujitsu for years and years, and I can't tell you the amount of people that tell me, I really want to try jujitsu, but I need to get in shape first. The people that think they need to get in shape before they go to the gym is insane. It's counterintuitive. Like, you go to the gym to get in shape. You don't have to get in shape to go to the gym, but that's what people think.
Spare me.
So Planet Fitness is like, okay, the big scary gym dudes are scaring off all the normal people. What do we do about that? I know. We'll discriminate against the big scary meatheads. Okay, how do you discriminate against a group of people? Step one, you gotta have a good slur, right?
Yes, we do.
You gotta have a catchy derogatory term to describe these people, so we're gonna invent one. What are these meathead guys? Well, they're hunks,
That's
but
crazy.
also they're lame because they're scaring everybody. We're gonna call them lunks, and then we're gonna get the lunk alarm, which is a big red fucking siren.
Oh, wait. Raven, don't you go to the gym? Would you be classified as... have you activated the lunk alarm? Oh my god! You know what's crazy? Chat, I accidentally activated the lunk alarm. I think once or twice. I was trying to do like 200, and I did them, but like my brother was teaching me how to do it, and I wasn't slowly releasing, and so like I was like pow, and and so when I released, it was like I didn't get in trouble. My bro was crashing out on me. He's like, I'm never going to the gym with you again, and he never has gone to the gym with me again.
That'll go off in the gym if anybody's being a douchebag or lifting heavy weight, and that'll discriminate against these guys so they don't want to work out there.
You're right, that's a lot less annoying than grunting.
Then we're going to run this gym like it's an HOA. We're going to have a little bit of redlining, if you will. We're going to institute a bunch of policies that directly target these people to let them know they're not welcome. What are they doing? They're walking around drinking water out of a gallon jug. No gallon jugs. They're wearing tank tops showing off how big their arms are. No tank tops. What are they doing? They're dropping weights. They're lifting heavy things. They're grunting. They're being loud because they're actually working out. Not allowed.
Believe it or not, jail.
And then they had a diabolical stroke.
I'm happy for because I racked the squat bar a little too loudly by sheesh. Oh my god, the diva. Sheesh, yeah, no, I've done it a few times. I don't do it anymore, but like in the past I would.
A genius, and they're like, you know what, fuck it, we're just gonna get rid of free
this
weights
man
altogether.
cusses too much. Who recommended me this video?
Machines, and then weight machines with cables, no free weights whatsoever.
I'm Planet Bullshit!
And then we're gonna paint everything
an
body
MMA
purple.
gym
That way,
now.
if any meathead does try to go into Planet Fitness and wants to film shit for their Instagram where they're flexing in the mirror or whatever, it's gonna get ruined by this Barney purple equipment, and then everybody's gonna know that they're working out at Planet Fitness, which is gonna have a negative stigma in the.
I'll do some squats for Dash. Who's Dash? I mean, what? Huh? I'm lost. Wait, dang, you're gonna squat on him, Duluth? That's diabolical. Hey, yo. How much you getting paid for that, though? Anywho, back to the video.
Meathead community anyways, which is gonna further keep these people out. Then we're gonna blast our marketing.
Make sure I get a cut.
No gym intimidation,
which is all of it.
Fitness, and a bunch of people are gonna flock to it, and that's exactly what happened, and that's why they have 20 million members. It's literally an entire business model built on discrimination, and to be honest with you, I think it's kind of funny.
This is our stretching area.
I lift things up.
So not only does this discrimination tactic get them a ton of new subscriptions, it also saves them a ton of money, because you know who ruins and breaks all the gym equipment? The big meatheads that are in there trying to break their new record, lifting more weight than they actually should be, dropping shit and ruining equipment. And guess who's not at that gym dropping and ruining equipment? All the meatheads. So now they have a longer life on all of their equipment, so they're actually making more money per member. Okay, but I know what you're thinking. Anybody could become a meathead. All you gotta do is go to the gym, put in hard work for a sustained period of time, and then eventually you're gonna be a jacked gym person too. Their own members are gonna be turning into meatheads, which ruins the entire strategy. Unless we guarantee that nobody becomes a meathead or nobody keeps lifting at the gym for a sustained period of time. And how are we gonna do that? We're gonna give away free fucking pizza.
Speaking of pizza, I'm still sad I couldn't finish my food earlier. I was gonna say something else, but After all this meat conversation, I realized I couldn't phrase it the way I phrased it. So, yeehaw for me, yeehaw for me. I was gonna phrase it completely different, but I want pizza. Who's gonna buy me pizza, chat? I couldn't finish my food because I kept choking on my on my food. So yeah.
Patterns to the scales in the women's locker room before you go home. Yes, sir.
Yes, the gym for a period of time was known for giving out free pizza to its members. I think they quit doing it during COVID, but the entire strategy is just fucking diabolical. Like, I get a new person coming in here, they're trying to lose weight, they're trying to be in shape, they do a hard workout,
Oh, the Lulu. Yeah, I did have some dry chicken. Why is choking on your meat and choking on your chicken the same thing, the Lulu? I feel like you would know that. You are a pro after all. Anywho, back to the
feel
video.
like they've accomplished something, and then they walk by freshly baked pizza, and they're like, you know what?
That is
I
a lot of
did work
pizza.
hard. I'm gonna go ahead and have a slice, and then they just undo all the hard fucking work they did, so they never gain any progress, ensuring that A, they never become a jacked gym person, or B, they don't see any progress over the course of months and months, and they get discouraged and they quit. Which is the ultimate goal, because the only way you make gym equipment last longer than banning the meatheads is by banning everybody. If the gym equipment never gets used, it can't get worn out. Fucking science.
Get on the scale, son.
Science.
Get off the scale.
So that's a product. That's what Planet Fitness is. Planet Fitness is a gym specifically designed for people that don't go to the gym. Okay, that's fine. It's obviously making a lot of money, but this doesn't answer the question, why the fuck do you need my banking information? Well, because you know who cancels their gym memberships? People that don't go to the fucking gym that are paying a gym membership.
We're fat and we're broke.
So now we get to the root of the problem. How do you keep somebody subscribed and paying for a service that they're probably not actually using? Well,
make it hard.
Super cheap and hope they forget about it. And that's why Planet Fitness is like the cheapest gym out there. It's $15 a month, or if you want their extra fancy card, it's $25 a month.
It used to be 10. I think I'm in the legacy, so I think it's still 10. So yippee for me, yippee for JJ. I get the discount. Did the AI realize what? No, I realized what you said. I just didn't say it, okay? I'm trying to be more cognizant. That's why I didn't say it.
Their black card that allows you to have like access to the tanning beds and the massage beds and a bunch of other stuff. And then you can also go to any Planet Fitness in the country, and you're allowed to bring a friend with you every time you go for free. Okay, that's the plan. Super cheap. They forget they have a gym membership. They keep paying us. They don't come in. They don't use our equipment. Everything goes great. Next problem, if they forget they even have a gym membership, when that 1-year contract elapses, they're obviously not going to renew it because they forgot they had it. Now we bought ourselves 12 months, but what are we going to do in 12 months when we lose all our members? Well, we're going to write it into the contract when they first come in and start their gym membership that unless they cancel, it's automatically going to renew.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah, there is. I've been being taught a few things, so. Yeah, Hugs told me just to ask someone about it. So I've been learning a few things. So yeah.
What do you mean?
So now the only way these customers are going to stop paying Planet Fitness is if they actually cancel their membership, which raises the question, what if they cancel because they still might, because again, they're probably statistically not using this service. And this is where their business model goes from genius to diabolical and shitty. In order to have them not cancel their membership, we're going to make it as painful and monotonous as humanly possible. Step 1, all of our memberships are going to have an annual membership fee that's going to be $49 a year, and then you pay the monthly membership on top of that. Kind of like a credit card, which is probably why they call their premium membership the Black Card, because they're just ripping off Amex's business strategy. You know, because they...
He did, Furious, he did. And the you aren't gonna. How are you guys gonna ruin me? What did I have to actually put into motion? Does she? Why would I identify? I don't think it's possible for me to do it. How would I be able to do it? I thought only guys can do it. Huh? Apparently, you need to be a certain amount to do it. So
charge an annual fee for their credit card, and then the fanciest Amex that you can have is the Amex Black Card. Now, obviously, charging $50 up front and then charging the first month's fee is going to make it hard to get new members. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it so it's only $1 when you come in to create your membership, but then every year after that, it's $49 billed immediately. Okay, and I know what you're thinking. Why would this make people more likely to keep their membership if they're going to start getting billed even more money? Well, it's because it's billed automatically, and remember, you've probably forgotten that you have this gym membership until you see a bigger charge on your card randomly for $50, and then you look into it and you're like, oh shit, I still have that gym membership. I need to go in and cancel that. So you call in, at which point they will inform you, oh, well, because you've had a membership, even if it's just 1 day so far this year, we're still charging you the annual fee for the membership. So we're not giving you back your $49, but you can still cancel your membership. However, because that membership 12-year contract automatically renewed, it's also a $58 buyout fee. Now, it is damn near as expensive to cancel your membership as it is to just keep it. So most people are going to be like, fuck it, just keep it, and I'll remember in 12 months to cancel it then at the right time. You never will.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Now, the other option is you're somebody like me, you kind of have an attitude problem, and when somebody screws you over, you just don't ever want to work with them again. Like, fine, I'll front the money, I'll pay it. I don't ever want to work with you ever again. That's fine. So you call in and try to cancel your membership. You're willing to pay all these fees to leave, and then you're informed you're not allowed to cancel your membership over the phone. You have to come into the gym to do it.
Yep, you have to go to the gym.
But it can't just be any Planet Fitness. It has to be the Planet Fitness where you originally started your membership, which raises the question, what the fuck do I do if I move to a different part of the country? I have to catch a flight back to the previous location that I lived to cancel this membership?
Yep.
No. That would be outrageous. They have a remote option, and that remote option is to send them a certified letter requesting your cancellation, okay? Not send a letter, send a certified letter. For those of you that don't know what that means, you can't just grab a letter, put a stamp on it, put it in your mailbox, and lift the little flag up. No. You gotta take your happy ass all the way to the fucking post office, and then they have to pay extra postage to have it be a certified letter to make sure they get it.
Oh, you're serious.
Remember, this is all by design. Make it as
I don't know what you
painful
guys
and
mean.
monotonous as possible so they don't cancel their membership, so they just go, fuck it, I guess I'm just paying them $15 a month for the rest of forever because this is frustrating as shit. Okay, but that's not even the worst part. The worst part is, remember who their niche target audience is at the end of the day. I'm not saying everybody at Planet Fitness is like this, but a significant portion are, because this is who they cater to. A significant portion of the people that go to Planet Fitness experience extreme social anxiety. Remember, they're marketing to people that are so self-conscious and so socially anxious that they can't fathom lifting weights in a room where somebody big and strong is also lifting weights because they're fearing that they're going to get judged and that's going to make them feel bad. And now the only way to cancel this membership is to go in person and be confrontational with a person, which is something they're not likely to do. Again, making it extremely unlikely that somebody's going to cancel their membership.
Outside bad. The sun's scary. He's not my friend. He wants to hurt me. Safer.
And this finally answers my original question, why the fuck do you need my banking information? Put yourself in their average customer's shoes. You have extreme social anxiety. You do not like confrontation with other people, especially in person. You do not want people having negative thoughts towards you. You loathe that feeling. And now you're stuck in a situation where you can either pay them $15 or $25 a month or put yourself through that, or there is a third option. You could just cancel the debit card or credit card or report it stolen, then they won't have your info anymore, and then they can't bill you. Membership terminated, and that's why they want your bank account information.
That's
so you
diabolical.
can't even fucking do that. Now
Sheesh.
you're forced into one of two options. Option A, you jump through all their bullshit hoops that they've manufactured to make sure are as difficult and monotonous as possible, and then finally cancel your membership. Or B, you go and call your bank and tell them, quit giving my money to Planet Fitness, at which point Planet Fitness can legally still charge you internally and then send it off to collections on their behalf.
That's
this issue
diabolical.
became so bad that the FTC finally stepped in. They tried to pass a law that's still pending, basically saying gyms can't do this shit. So Planet Fitness has since added an option where you are allowed to cancel your membership online. Obviously, they made it as difficult as humanly possible to find, so difficult in fact that if you YouTube how to cancel your Planet Fitness membership, there's multiple videos with tens of thousands of views. And when you read the comments, a lot of them say, this still doesn't work. I've been trying to cancel my Planet Fitness membership for over a year. One of the top comments even said they had to get a lawyer to send a cease and desist to get Planet Fitness to stop billing their account, and they still haven't done it, and he's planning on taking them to court and suing them. And then from what I'm able to gather online, apparently because it's a franchise and different owners own different Planet Fitnesses, they can institute their own policy where even if you do cancel online, they still make you come in and cancel in person, meaning what the fuck is the point? So yeah, that's the entire business model. Basically, we'll make a gym that functions like an HOA so we can filter out all the people that we don't want. Then once we get all the people we do want that aren't confrontational, we'll make it as difficult as possible for them to ever leave.
Because here at Globo Gym, we're better than you. And we know it.
And that's why they can have 7,500 members per location, which originally didn't make sense, but it makes sense now. It's just a diabolical money printing machine. It was such a good idea. Create a place for non-gym people to go work out at the gym and become gym people where they didn't have to fear getting judged, which you don't have to fear that at 99% of gyms anyways, but people feel that way. So they catered to those people. They wanted to get more people healthy and in the gym, and it's just the worst fucking execution and follow through you could possibly imagine. So needless to say, I will not be giving my banking information to Planet Fitness. Thanks for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch.
I get what you're saying, Delulu. Oh, yeah, you're not actually working out. Oh, took me a while to realize that. Sheesh.
Drink some Echelon. All that's over at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang out.
Oh, that was a video. So, guys, what are your thoughts on this video? Yeah, anywho, what's it called? Besides it cuts him too much, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of worried of this, big L for that. Yeah, that's kind of why it's like, I at first when Boba came out, but then, like, I think he could have cuss, okay, chat, so, I know Don wanted to play Gamble with friends. I don't know if he's still here. I could play Gamble with friends by myself, or we could do one more reaction. But yeah. Yeah, in terms of this video, yeah, I mean, it does stink. It does stink that, it's super complicated, especially because this is one of the cheaper options. Dang, I'm so sweaty. But yeah, it is rough because, like, if people do want to, like, improve their health and whatnot, but then, like, let's say they want to leave and, you know, cancel their membership, they make it super, super complicated, and, like, this is one of the thingamabobs that you gotta go through, but, like, you know, I've been, going to the gym, and, it's, what's it called? It's, there's this one machine I use a lot for my back. It does temporarily help. So, like, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, yeah, what do you guys think of the video? Let me know in your comments down below.